Okay, I'd like to open up in prayer. Father God, in the mighty name of Jesus, we thank you for another day. Thank you for waking us up clothed in our right mind, in a mind where we can be able to expand and work together as a unit and to bring our people up out of bondage. We thank you, asking you to forgive us if we have done anything that is against our success and against anything to cause any friction or anything between us and any of our relationships. We thank you. We thank you for this blessing. We thank you for bringing Black Wall Street, Global Dynamic Savings Group, Mims Motors, and whoever it's going to take for us to get this going, up and running, being successful, and to continue and be the best, the number one in the world. And we just are, I'm just elated. I'm really happy about what's going on, and I'm thankful. So I'm so thankful. Thank you for life, health, and strength. Continue every person on this Zoom to be represented in their household, stability, health, and wealth. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Thank you very much.
Amen.
Thank you.
Okay, well, Mr. Mims, I'll give you the floor.
All righty. Well, folks, I greatly appreciate you guys taking the time to meet with us today. This is, you guys are at the cusp of some very historic things that are going on with our company. Mims Motors Corporation is the first black car manufacturer in 100 years since C.R. Patterson and Sons. You may have heard of other manufacturers that have made that claim. Even Elon Musk went so far as saying that he was the first African American car manufacturer. He's not. It is Mims Motors Corporation. We've been in business since 1992, actually 91, and we've moved forward. We actually got our ISO 9001 as well as our World Manufacturers Identification Codes in 2014 and 2017, and we're certified as a large scale manufacturer. So what that means is that the VIN numbers that you have in your vehicles right now, we have our VIN numbers that we have for our vehicles. There is no other manufacturer that we put on our cars. So our VIN numbers are 58Z, and when every car that goes out that has that on that vehicle is a MIMS motor vehicle. So that's the first three of our electric vehicles. We had a very long history in manufacturing. I am the owner and CEO as well as founder of the company. The company is named after my father, Matthew Mims. It's for his legacy that we're doing this. And it was a kind of funny thing when I went through and got my World Manufacturer Identification Code. When I was first told that I was the first in 100 years since C.R. Patterson and Sons, I didn't know that there was a manufacturer before me. And C.R. Patterson was a pioneer from actually out of Ohio. And he had some of the best vehicles ever made. And obviously, they did the best that they could to run him out of business because they didn't want a black man in that position. However, that is something that's history. And we're going to make sure that we honor that history by going forward and building the best vehicles we possibly can. The reason you haven't heard about Mims Motors before is we were getting ready to come into market in 2020 when COVID hit. We were right at the cusp of bringing our vehicles to market. As a matter of fact, before the Zoom call is over, I will take you guys outside and show you one of the vehicles that we have that we manufactured with a company called Leap Motor. We were in conjunction with Leap Motors, Watchin Motors, which was a three-way contract with BMW. We actually had a version of the BMW X5 that we called the E7 that we were working on. We've got documentation on that vehicle. If you look on our website, the vehicle, the black truck that I'm standing next to, is the E7. That was the first major electric vehicle that we had brought in from overseas. We were going to do business out of China, bringing the chassis into the United States and putting my technology into those vehicles. What ended up happening is we started seeing certain situations come in when it came down to COVID. We could not get product into the United States, which was a very difficult situation that we were dealing with. So we had to make adjustments. It was very difficult to get product here. And we started making some adjustments from the standpoint of if we can't get product here, And when we got into production, right when we were going to production with the vehicle, I'm going to show you guys later. That vehicle actually ended up. We were told that it was no longer chassis were supposed to be considered parts, and they went from a chassis being parts to actually being considered a vehicle. That changed the tax ramifications and tariffs and things like that. And it basically put us in a situation where we went from 150% profit to darn near 75%. Plus, shipping and everything else kind of causes some other issues. So, what we ended up doing is we moved forward from there. We made some adjustments, and we are now making our cars 100% out of hemp material. So you see the background picture behind me. That is where we're going in Kentucky. It is a artist rendering of what we're going to be doing in Kentucky. It's over 21,000 acres. And we were purchasing that property to move forward to use the hemp material base because as now hemp material is now available via the cannabis industry. There's about 100 million metric tons of cannabis that's available right now, and we needed a large scale property necessary to move forward in order to begin manufacturing our vehicles. So on this property, we're going to be doing 2.5 million square foot manufacturing facilities where we'll have a full scale racetrack. It would be the largest racetrack in the world, 36 miles in circumference. The only racetrack that's a smidge larger than that is not actually a dedicated racetrack as the Isle of Man. The Isle of Man TT is approximately 37 miles. Our property is 36.5. So just a hair shorter than the Isle of Man TT. It will be a world-class racetrack. And God blessed us heavily when it came down to this property because after we signed the contract to purchase the property and put our down payment down, 2 weeks later, the current administration allowed for coal to be put back into use in the United States. So that property went from $20 million dollars in value just for the land to now $9.3 billion. So when I tell you that your opportunity here that we're doing today is secured, it is very secure, many times over. We currently have a MOU that I've sent to Marshawn and Colin that is worth. It's a coal contract for 10 million metric tons. It's basically a $1 billion contract. So what we're currently doing right now, we have a gentleman that's coming over from Singapore for the loan that we're doing on the property, and basically what we're asking for is the assistance in getting this process done so that we can finish up and get this done. We probably are looking somewhere in the neighborhood of between 30 to 60 days. At the longest, it would be 90 days to finish the closing on the project, as well as the property systems that we're doing for the coal contract, and the funds will be returned to you guys at that time. So you'll be getting a very healthy return. And Marshawn has also asked for the opportunity to do the cardboard setups for the vehicles, and also to have an opportunity to do some full scale marketing for the company as well. So there's some other things that I know that you guys wanted to do that will be available. But just to give you guys an overview of what we're going to be doing at that property, not only does the coal opportunity give us the funding that we need, we'll be self-funded at this point in time. So because we're the company will be self-funded, when we get out and start manufacturing the vehicles and we're bringing in the material from the coal, not only the coal but also biomass in order to manufacture the vehicles, our vehicles will be 100% made out of recyclable materials. So we take biomass, we make carbon black, carbon graphene, carbon fiber, and carbon nanotubes, which is what our vehicles are made from. We were working with a company over in Brazil to make our tires. We utilize the carbon black to make our safety foam, carbon graphene mixed with hemp fibers to make the carbon fiber for the vehicles to actually be manufactured. We make safety foam for the end vehicles. So our vehicles are a 7-layer protection system. So it's the safest vehicle ever manufactured, according to one of the largest manufacturers in the world. Actually, it's a tier one supplier manufacturer out of Detroit, Michigan. Well, actually, not Detroit anymore. They're out of Shelby, Michigan, which is JVIS USA and JVIS USA Design. They actually designed the outer shell of our vehicle. It's a seven-layer protection. It's carbon steel, carbon layer safety foam, carbon steel, carbon. So unlike most cars that you have today, where they're hollow, if you get into a car accident, you can see basically the vehicle's hollow on the inside, and then you have your safety frame on those vehicles. Our vehicle is seven layers of protection before you get to the carbon fiber safety frame. Just to give you guys an understanding of what this means at the end of the day, MIMS motors will be so far advanced than any other vehicle on the market. The closest vehicle to our vehicles would be like the Koenigsegg Regera R. However, those vehicles, they have extensive use of carbon fiber, but our vehicles will be fully carbon fiber. And those vehicles are running between the neighborhood of $3 million to $5.5 million per copy. Our vehicles will start out about 60. Actually, the lowest price vehicle we'll have will start out at 25,000 for the city car, and up to $1.5 million for the our hypercar, which is called the Sabre. So we're in process of going into manufacturing right now. As soon as we purchase this property and move forward, there's basically nothing else that will be stopping us. Obviously, as you probably will know, looking at me being a black man in this industry, it has been very difficult. Normally, what happens is most companies investors come in and they want to take over 51% controlling interest over the company or something to that effect. So we've basically bootstrapped over the last 32 years to get to this point. And we are here now, and the process is going forward. We have all of our documentation that if you guys need to see anything to guarantee the return on your investment, we can certainly do that. That's not an issue. And as I said before, time is of the essence so that we can get this done and get those funds back to you plus your return. And it's basically, like I said, at the end of the day, this is going to be the easiest thing you've ever done, simply because all of the work has already been done to this point, and everything that we need and everything that we have is verifiable on the property. And as I said, even from our corporation down to the property that we're purchasing and everything that we're doing. So that's where we stand at this moment in time. And I know me personally, I've been doing this for a very long time, so I kind of tend to talk a lot. So I will open this up to everybody. If anybody has any questions or anything like that as to what we are doing, how we are going forward, what we need, and going from there.
Well, I'm certainly excited about everything you talked about and how you've been working on it. Marshawn has shared a lot with me, and what interests me a lot is that 12-month period of testing and before you move forward with whatever company you're going to work with. Now, in order to do that, would that be the different people who will be shareholders or investors, the people who are chosen, or do you have a certain amount of vehicles that you need to have out on the road for that 12-month period?
I'm not following. You said 12-month period. What 12-month period is that?
Marshawn. Well, Marshawn is who I spoke with
Yeah.
Okay.
about it.
Uh, um, period, will be essentially what I'm thinking is the um what was that regarding one more time so I could just catch up in there because I know it's a because the thing I sent you was regarding the marketing, the component part, and I think
The part I'm
what was the
speaking
12 months?
on is where you were talking about it needs to be tested for 12 months.
Oh yeah, no, that was regarding when you were speaking to us about the technology with other companies want to probably be able to take
Oh,
on the
oh, that,
technology
that.
and be
Oh,
able to
okay.
partner after 12 months. Yeah.
No, no worries. Yeah, the that situation basically is not that has to do with a number of other manufacturers that we're dealing with. So we're currently working with Ford, Nissan, Chrysler, GM, Honda, Kia, Mauricio Motors, Mercedes Benz, and a number of others, just to name a few. Hang on just a second. So the situation there is basically what we're doing is they want to see the cars on the road for 12 months without a fire. Because I don't know if you guys know a lot about electric vehicles, but the issue with electric vehicles is that they tend to catch fire when it comes down to the lithium ion battery packs. They have to have a lot to do with the battery management systems in those vehicles. When they get hot, they get too cold, or if there's a damage to the battery system or things like that, they have battery down. Our system is a saltwater based battery made with carbon nanotubes and carbon graphene. It does not have that issue. As a matter of fact, it's impossible for our vehicles to burn. Our system has an emergency dump system in it. So if the vehicle is compromised in any way, just say if the car got hit by a train and it was cut in half, it's impossible for our vehicles to burn because there's no flammable materials in the vehicle, and if the vehicle does have something happen, it basically will dump the fluids out, and it's no longer able to conduct the electricity to make it burn. So there's no chance for electrical shock. There's no chance for burns or anything like that, or any type of um, system failure that would cause noxious fumes or harm to the environment. Yeah, and actually designed that because I used to work with a company called BYD over in China, which was the largest manufacturer of electric vehicles in China. I was with them at the onset of their manufacturing process, and when they were working with the FE battery systems before they went to lithium, and we were working in different parallel paths. And I saw the issues that were coming along with the FE batteries, which caught fire very rapidly and burned very, very, very long, and with the lithium battery packs that basically you if you put water on them they get worse, and they also create noxious fumes. We've had some situations where projects that we were doing that we were involved in, that people took other directions because they saw this again. They kind of went there was a project in Hawaii, you guys can look up. They did a solar farm and a wind farm down in Hawaii, and I explained to those folks that they was going to have an issue if they went with lithium. They should go with our system, and I gave them the reasons why. Uh, Obviously, they didn't believe me. They wanted to go with the other folks. They did, and the systems had a runaway cascade failure. It caught fire and darn near burnt the island down, and caused some noxious fumes that they're still dealing with to this day. So, like I said, our process is set up so that we can actually assist and help the earth. We are working with other manufacturers. We're working in projects in Africa. We're going to be in Africa, Dominican Republic, Ghana, well, actually throughout the entire diaspora. I was actually made a chief in Akwa Ibom, and we are going to be going throughout the entire African continent. We will also be working with other areas such as Cote d'Ivoire. Well, that's Cote d'Ivoire's in Africa, but um, oh goodness gracious, why in the world can I can't remember this name of this place? It's an island. Um, but we're working with all the islands throughout the Pacific Islands, basically internationally, worldwide. Our system actually purifies water at the end of the day. So when we go through the process, it not only desalinates salt water, but it also creates clean, fresh, potable water. It's actually medical grade water system that we have that will actually be creating water out with our sister company, owned by Troy Rackley. And so we've got some things that we're going to be doing that's going to be very, very extremely helpful. And at the end of the day, one of the things we did in Africa was set up when I was there. I designed a new system. It's called the Spider Grid. And basically, we go in and take out we go in and grab all of the people that are homeless. So you take all the homeless people, uneducated, so on and so forth. You take those individuals because anybody can swing a pickaxe or move a shovel. So we go in, we tear out the open sewers. which is a cause for many types of flying airborne diseases, waterborne diseases, and things like that. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons that I ended up doing that was because when I went to Africa, I got the worst case of had the worst case of typhoid fever in African history. So as the doctor said, I should have died, but God kept me alive. He asked me. The doctor actually asked me, "What are you?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" We were talking to him. If you guys got a minute, I can tell you the story. If not, then I'll move on. But it's pretty good. Um, we went there, and I didn't know I had typhoid, and I was walked into the. We were in a meeting with the African power company. I mean, actually the government officials that handle the power systems that are coming into Africa. So we'd already met with the um, uh, the power company that handles all of that stuff, and we were meeting with their bosses. And the guy asked me a simple question, and I was doing the calculations in my head, and went to go speak, and I couldn't talk. And so they grabbed me and they took me to the hospital. So I went to the hospital and we're laughing, talking to the doctors and everybody. And they walked in and they took my blood and they had to suck my blood out. They couldn't, when they hit your vein and it just kind of, it just pours out. They had to suck my blood out. And the doctors basically came in and we're laughing and we're talking and everything. And the doctor comes in, he looks at me. Three doctors walk in and they're looking at me and they're like, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm Eric Mims, from Akron, Ohio, blah, 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 live in Las Vegas, yada, yada," gave him the whole line. And he says, "No, no, 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 no." He says, "English is not my first language, it's French." He says, "What are you?" And everybody stopped. Like, huh? He says, "What are you? You cannot be human." Like, what? What are you talking about? He says, "Let me explain. You have typhoid. You have the worst case of typhoid fever in African history. You should be dead." He says, "Between 0 to 50, you feel sick. You stay home from work or school. 50 to 100, you're in the hospital. 100 to 150, you're dead. You have 310. You cannot be alive. You have no fluids in your body. We had to suck your blood out. You're completely dehydrated, yet and still you're sitting here, you're talking to me, you know where you are, you have full cognitive ability, and you're able to do calculations. This is impossible." He says, "God is holding you up, and you have a mission on this planet, and you will not leave here until you have completed it."
Amen. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. You are a miracle, is what you are.
Yeah, yeah. It shocked me. I had to take 3 days worth of fluids and IVs and everything else for them to get me back where I was okay. Yeah, but I should have been dead. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, they kept me for 3 days in there. It was absolutely insane, and Jehovah protected me. So I am blessed and highly favored. A lot of people say I'm blessed and highly favored. I certainly was, and we will get this thing done. And as I said, before about the 12 months, only thing you want to do is see the cars out there without a fire. The test system has been tested. We've already gone through all our processes. Like I said, I got the vehicle sitting outside. I'll take you guys outside in a minute to show you. And like I said, we're at that point now where we're just getting ready to get things done. And with this opportunity here is going to allow us to move in a purposeful manner, because at the end of the day, a lot of times we end up rushing to get things done, and it's really truly in God's time that we're able to do things, because at the end of the day, we're doing this under our own steam. Once we get this thing done, there's nobody that we have to go to and ask for money. There's nobody that we have to go to and ask for anything. I mean, when you look at the situation, about a week, not even a week after we signed a contract for this property, coal came back on the table. Coal had been off the table for 15 years between Trump, Obama, Biden. So you had 8 years of Obama, you had 4 years of Trump, and 4 years of Biden, and after we sign the contract, it comes back on the table. So that was massive, and that's the only thing I can say is God. There is no other explanation, because at the end of the day, with the contracts that we have, we can go walk right into a Wells Fargo and get funding. Only thing we need to do with you guys' assistance, we're going to go and take care of the stuff that we need to take care of, and we move on. That's it. If you guys don't come through, I hope you do. But if you don't, then God will provide another way. But this is an opportunity for you guys to make a tremendous amount of money. This is an opportunity you guys to be attached to the most powerful electric vehicle manufacturer in history. And I say that without hyperbole, because at the end of the day, almost every other manufacturer except for Tesla. Only companies we were not going to work with is Tesla, Toyota, and Honda. Those are only three companies we're not going to work with. Everybody else, let me put it like this: Ford Motor Company, when we met with them, they make between 10 million to 14 million cars a year. They get $1 royalty every time their car gets charged. If in 10 years, if their cars get charged once a month for 10 years, for a year, they'll be making over $1 billion a year. That's just one time. As they looked at us and said, we'd be stupid not to do this. In 10 years, they'll be making $1.2 billion a year doing nothing if those cars just stay on the road. It's just math.
Well,
We're
that
going to,
sounds remarkable. And uh, Global Dynamic Savings Bank, what we are is a Black bank movement. And we're opening privately owned banks. We're not associated with the government. It's just going to be owned by us, through
Mhm.
us, as shareholders of the banks. And we're doing a fabulous investment, and it's with cryptocurrency. So we're making the members are become millionaires just in a matter of some weeks, some months, depending on what they come in with as their deposit. But
Mhm.
it's amazing what we're doing, and I'm thankful that Marshawn invited us to be involved. I'm really, I'm an administrator with the bank, but the owner, the CEO, actually, she was in some meetings. So
Well, let me
tomorrow,
let me
what's
ask
a
you
bet?
let me ask
Yes.
you a question, okay? Because once we finish this, we've got an opportunity that's also on the table right now. In addition to what we're doing with the coal project in Kentucky, we've got a gold mine in Las Vegas that's worth over 1.7, 107 billion dollars,
Mhm.
and it also has a cryptocurrency that's involved with that situation. We, as a manufacturer, when we go and do our cars, we manufacture our cars and put those vehicles on the road. When those vehicles are on the road, they are recharged. The recharge revenue comes in. You can pay via cryptocurrency, which is our own cryptocurrency that's gold backed. If we can get through this process here, we can talk about the opportunity of working with you guys and providing you with the opportunity to work with us on our gold back opportunity, rather than just doing a cryptocurrency. And kind of, I know some people kind of throw it out there um, with the opportunity, but you're talking about a cryptocurrency that actually can buy MIMS Motors vehicles, products from MIMS Motors Corporation, and be gold backed.
Yes, that sounds like a option. And we also have a cryptocurrency out of Ghana that's gold back that is wanting to work with us too.
Okay.
Um, so yes, those options are that's what our plan and goal is to rise, just rise up. We've been held down for far too long. And it's time that we all come together and keep sowing into ourselves and building up our own to stand strong. and be an economic powerhouse. So that's wonderful. Marshana spoke a little bit on that with me. So all these are possibilities that are viable. And I'm glad you're not working with Tesla, because when you talk about burning up cars, that's the main ones that burn up
Yeah,
and
yeah,
injured people. So
yeah.
also, Elon Musk is not a popular person right now. And I've thought about that, and it made me wonder, since he's from South Africa, he's just a product of the apartheid. So I
Yeah.
said, no wonder. I said, that's why, he conjoined with Felon 47. But I'm
Yeah.
just happy that we have this union and we're getting ready to do some progressive things together. And great for Black Wall Street, great for Global Dynamic Savings Group, and great for Mims Motors. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And to actually bringing it to the rest of our members. And I feel confident that it's going to be very successful.
Yeah. Now, the issue that we currently have, just to address the elephant in the room, is that of time. Okay, we have to. The gentleman is coming in from Singapore, and we were under the impression, and again, no fault of Marshawn, yourself, or anyone else. We simply had an issue where some folks that were supposed to have brought this situation to you guys and to Marshawn earlier did not. So our process right now that we're dealing with, we have the lender that's ready to get over here, and we need to move expeditiously in order to get this done. So, what is your time frame, and what do you need from me in order to make you guys a decision to go forward, so that we can determine, because obviously I want to work with you guys rather than the other folks that we're dealing with. We have some other folks that were on the pipeline, but Marshawn was trying so hard to get this done, and I want to try and do what I have to do. But obviously we've got a short amount of time because we were supposed to have him here Friday, and it's an 18-hour flight.
And a lot of
Okay.
the
And is it what you're talking about is the 50,000?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, yes.
We need to tomorrow, our CEO, her schedule was more open than
Uh-uh.
today. So I want to find out exactly what time we can lock in with you, her, and we can come back on Zoom,
Okay.
because uh that's something that we can move. Well, we can move on it. I can't speak for her because she is the CEO, but I know it's doable and viable. And
Mhm.
especially if we're able to move with cryptocurrency with Bitcoin.
Yes.
We've got a lot of Bitcoin.
Okay. I tell you what, why don't we do this? The opportunity stands, and as I said previously, doesn't matter what you guys are putting up, we can double that back to you guys in no time flat.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Our issue is basically the timing.
The timing,
So
because it's like
yeah.
it sounds like it's ASAP.
Yes, yes, and
Mm-hmm.
that's our problem right now, is because he has to get his documentation to get over here to the United States, and he has to go through not the passport. It's a we have to get his visa to get him here. So the reason why we're doing that is, and the other reason we need the funds is so that when we get there, we're getting the SGS report. That is the report on the coal, so that the coal buyers can move forward and actuate on multiple contracts that we currently have. So basically, the timing is of essence, because the faster we get that done, the faster we can close out on everything, and everybody starts moving, and the funds start coming in from the not only from the lender but also from the coal contracts that we currently have. So that our problem is the time frame that we have in order to close. So you guys are giving us the opportunity to get things done, and that's where we're looking at. If we can, if you guys want to do more, we can certainly take that and get that back to you. That's not an issue. But the issue right now, the urgency is for the 50. And I normally don't like to put that out there, but since we're going to be doing business together, I would rather you tell me if there's an issue that you need to have taken care of as expeditiously rather than waiting and telling me at the last second.
Yes. Okay. I believe I have your contact information,
Yes.
and I will find out because I know she told me tomorrow she's got more slots open.
Mm-hmm.
So today apparently it wasn't, she couldn't swing it. So we'll get back to you. I'll let her know there's a sense of urgency, and we'll see, how we can make it happen and how quickly.
Okay.
Okay.
I greatly appreciate it.
Okay, that's the best
Now,
that I can do in my
now
position. Because
I understand.
if I was the head honcho, I was saying, "Come on, let's meet and let's get it done in the next hour." But I'm very very excited because I'm also a miracle, and the doctor said the same things to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean I know what it's like when you marvel them and they just wonder like, could she be a human? It's
Yeah.
something, what you're supposed to be dead. That's what they say all the time. You're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be dead. I'm like, no, I'm not supposed to be dead. That's not my destiny. And so, I'm just thankful that the prayers that I have prayed and the visions that I have seen, not just as an adult, but from a child, are coming to fruition right in front of my face. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thankful to be here to witness it and to be a part of it on the ground floor with the things that God has always said. And I've had friends and people who I grew up with call me and say, remember all those things you said when we were young? This was gonna happen and that was gonna happen. I've even had people tell me, well, you're at this age and you're not where you thought you would be at a time. And I said, it doesn't matter to me on what time it is. The time is God's time. And I
Amen.
don't care. God told me, I believe it, and I receive it, and I know what's happening. So I just tell people, like, it's almost like I can't wait for people to just be blown away because it's like it doesn't matter. It's not our time. It's different than God's time. So we can't rush it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's just for such a time as this is 2025 that this is coming alive. And my birthday is December 25th, and I knew 2025 was going to be a fantastic, explosive year for success and the things that God has put us together to do. And here it is today. And that's one of those facets. I mean, that's why I wanted my brother to get on this call. We were designing cars and all types of, we had a genius household with a lot
Mm-hmm.
of prodigies. And our father would just tell us we just created. And we were little. I'm talking about my brother was designing houses and things way far better than Frank Lloyd White, right? Back when he was in kindergarten. So it's just like we've always had these creative ideas, but always we're from a very racist area. So
Mhm.
it's just like
Where you guys from?
we're from Alton, Illinois, the birthplace of
Oh, wow.
Miles Davis, St. Louis market, and
Okay, okay.
15 minutes from Ferguson.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's the kind of uh environment and climate I grew up in, and it was just always been hard to just getting turned down, red line, just
Hmm.
disenfranchised and everything. So I'm glad, and I always wanted to work with Black people, and that's what I'll tell people when I walk into a dealership. Do you have a Black salesperson? They say no. I'm out of there. So
Yeah.
that's the type of person I am. I'm just wanting to come together and really work with some brilliant minds and let's make some brilliant things happen for our people. So it's all that talk. We need the walk. and we need to roll in the EVs, the MEMS motors. So I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to share this with Apostle Lady Camille, and we make the decision on how we want to move forward with you.
I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm today is Wednesday. Um, I will be available to you guys. It is whenever you guys need me, just reach out. We can get this thing taken care of. As I said before, nothing changes because I'm the person that you need to talk to. And we've been through all the stuff that we need to get done. It's just it's the timing on this, and the faster we get it done, the faster we make the turn and we get everything handled. And that's
Oh,
basically where we're at this moment in time. So it's if you guys want, I can go down and let you guys see the car.
yes, yes, love it.
Oh, yeah, I'm in my office. I'm at my house, so you probably gonna hear my boys outside. I mean, downstairs being rambunctious. But we'll go and get that for you. Hang on. The vehicle you guys are gonna see is the E11. A couple years back, but we ended up having the issue with, as I said before, with the Chinese manufacturers and everything else, and trying to get everything done and get the product here. And it was a very, very huge opportunity that didn't have things really screw up. And thank God it was a go at time because we had to deal with the issues of trying to get into market, and we didn't. But that miss actually was a blessing, and I am very grateful that we did not have that problem, because if we had went forward, and also after we got through everything, we also found out that the product was not that good. Hang on for a second. Let me pull off the filter. Mhm. This is the E11.
Now, you've been driving this for a couple years?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
So that's
yeah,
a smaller SUV.
So panoramic sunroof. Oh
I
wow.
love those.
Yeah, so we can take a quick ride up the street here. Hang on. Take out my earplugs.
Now that has a third row.
No, it's
Okay.
this car is actually going to be changed over to make it a lot larger. It's going to be built on the um, um, GMC Yukon frame, and they will have approximately, yeah, it'll be about the same size as the GMC Yukon. Yeah, we're
Okay.
work we through JVAS we got a contract deal with those guys to do the technology swap.
I hope they make it pretty.
Oh yeah, we gotta make it pretty. Yeah, it can't, you can't do nothing if it ain't pretty. Hang on for a second.
No, because I
Uh,
mean I'm in love with Bentleys, the Bentayga, and I like a few of them, but some of them they just don't do it for me. And even Hyundai has I believe that's Hyundai, the ones that makes the Gemini, but they have a pretty SUV. Did we
meters
lose
torque
you?
on this one.
Oh, I hear you now.
All-wheel drive, and
I guess since you're out, it's breaking up really bad. Oh yeah, his whole signal went down.
see if he'll jump back on.
Yeah, I'm excited, very excited about this, Marshawn. And
Yeah, I
I'm just
figured like
praying that
partnering with Black
Apostle
Wall
Lady
Street.
Camille will be too. Okay, he's back on.
Yeah.
I can't see him.
Probably coming in slow. He's muted.
You went mute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I am currently driving. I'm trying to. This darn thing is so fast. I don't want to have an issue. Hang on. Here we go. All right. It's very difficult to get a sense of speed with this thing on video. But I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw it when I took off. But we're probably about 0 to 60 in about 2.5 seconds.
Wow.
In an SUV. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this is 950 Newton meters of torque on this one, and all-wheel drive, and it will get out. It will actually outrun. It'll actually outrun a Porsche GTS. We've actually done that on the street.
I'm all smiles.
Yeah, so yeah, it gets out his own, as my dad would say, it gets out of his own way. Yeah, so pretty happy with this. But like I said, the issue that we had was basically the problems with the Chinese manufacturing, and because of that, we actually have a much better product, and we not only is the product better, we're just moving forward with the stuff that we need to do, and we're going to be okay. You know, it's actually a much better product. Not only is the product better, but the revenue streams and everything else is just astronomical. So, you know, we have nothing but upside going forward, and we're going to be all right. Yeah. Oh man, I wish you guys could have seen that. The vehicle has 16 cameras on it, so basically, is able to be able to see certain things. Hang on for a second. See if I can do it right now. Hang on. So that's one of the cameras that we have in the vehicle. When I go to make the a left turn or right turn, it will show you which side of the vehicle. And also that one right there, when somebody pulls up alongside you, try and sneakily get alongside you, it will tell you that somebody is next to you. And yeah, we've got some pretty cool stuff going on. Bluetooth capable, heated and cooled seats front and rear. And like I said, when we get done with this, everything else is going to be even better when we get everything done. So I'm really, really, truly excited about the opportunities. And as I said, you know, one of the major things that we have going for us is when we get into the process of manufacturing, our cars are going to be basically free to manufacture. So yeah, we're in very, very good shape going forward. So, yeah. So like I said, this is Mims right here. This is one of the vehicles that we're going to actually be changing over to move forward with other systems and make our vehicles bigger. My Raptor right there. That car, actually, we have a.
Does it have the built-in dash cam?
Say again?
Does it have the built-in dash camera?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you can have three screens in the front here, and this one does not have the systems in the headrest, but it's got the zero G seating, and so we'll have everything set up with full carbon fiber. So everything that you see in a vehicle that will be carbon fiber instead of this piano black here, um, it'll be full carbon fiber. We're going to keep the three screens set up, but you'll have hemp leather, hemp plastics, very fine hemp plastics. So no chintzy plastics or anything like that on the vehicles. Obviously, with your full setup going forward, you're just going to be able to your block outs and everything. So, yeah, really excited about what's going on coming forward. I'm sorry, it's very hot out here in New Jersey right now. I think what is the temperature outside? Uh, it's currently 82 degrees, but very, very, very high
That's
humidity.
99. It's supposed to be 97 where I am, and
Yeah,
humidity is over 100. It's just you can't hardly breathe when you go outside.
yeah, that part I can't deal with it.
Mhm. Well, wow, I mean, you can't even delight me to any further. I'm at my highest point of excitement.
Well, I'm glad we could help. Yeah, this is hang on for a second. Yeah, the only thing we had, hang on, I'm trying to get this to act right. Go back to my phone. Hang on, see if it picks up.
I heard something fall. What is that? What is it? No.
Okay, that better now?
I don't
I
see your
can't see
camera.
anything. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. Trying to go back and forth from Zoom to what you call it. It's kind of hard. There you go.
Yes, I
Yep.
understand.
So we're also doing the deal with Ford Motor Company. Yes, we're doing the deal with Ford Motor Company for our pickup trucks, for the crawler pickup, and like I said, this vehicle will be
Wait a minute,
set up to be on the
your
we're
camera's
changing it.
black. Okay,
Okay.
there it is.
Okay, so this vehicle actually will be about twice the size as is right now. It's going to be a three row vehicle called the Juggernaut, because this was the E11 when we were starting out on everything, and so what we're going to end up doing is changing it over to the Juggernaut. The E line was the vehicles were coming in from China, and the so the nomenclature vehicles were from China, but the named vehicles were from Mims Motors Corporation. Period. So this vehicle will actually be getting a makeover. It's going to be a lot larger. It's going to be the size of a not BMW, but a Chevy Yukon, and its stablemate, the Jaeger, will be the size of a Suburban.
Yes.
So
Hey, we were growing up, we had a Studebaker, and the
wow.
seats laid flat where you could sleep on them. We even used to have overnight um, sleepovers in our car with neighbors. We just used to have a lot of fun. That's one
Wow.
thing I would like to see where the seats could really lay out.
Okay. Yeah. Not a percent sure if we were doing something like that. But that's something that we can probably look into. We've got, we're saying.
No, no, no.
So I'm really um, excited about the partnership, and with the access with Black Wall Street will be a great opportunity. We all have, I did talk to Mr. Mim regarding the cardboard print ups and the step per piece, things of that nature. So as we get everything finalized, we'll be able to, while things are getting manufacturing done, we'll be able to assist with marketing promotions as well.
What is it? Let me see. What have you got? Let me see.
Awesome.
So can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a lot of
Okay,
room for
perfect.
luggage.
So I think,
Yeah.
I can't see anything.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't
hang
see
on.
it? I see it. I can see it. I
It's
see
going back
Mr.
and
M.
forth.
Now he's showing you don't see the back of the vehicle?
No, I
The,
see a
he's showing the
screenshot.
luggage compartment.
No.
Oh, I don't know why you can't see it. Mr. Mims, what were you saying about the license plate?
Oh,
oh,
cut.
if you begin to talk, you won't see the picture.
Oh, no, you
Oh,
should be able
your
to see the
license
picture.
plate
I
is
see it now.
094.
Yeah, that's see,
Does that
manufacturer.
mean that zero is that some kind of indicator that it's a EV?
No, no, that's just our manufacturer's plate. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just it wasn't so much these numbers, it was the fact that this is manufacturer.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, that's what I was trying to show you guys, that we got the manufacturer's plates. It's not a it's not a toy car, it's not somebody else's vehicle, it's not, we're the actual manufacturers. So that's what I was trying to show you.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes let me put it like this. I've dealt with a lot of people over the years, and when you get down to it, there's a manufacturer down in well, quote unquote manufacturer in Atlanta that says he's a car manufacturer. He's not. He's a car dealer, and
Yes.
he's running around telling everybody, "Oh, I'm a car manufacturer. I'm the first car manufacturer since E.R. Patterson and Sons," and blah blah blah. And he's getting a lot of hype about things, and it just basically, you know what? Go ahead. I'm not going to argue with you, bro. The documentation is there. I am the first. I don't have anything to hide. I've been, was in business before. Tesla even got into business and doing what he's doing. So I'm not going to fight with you about what I am already. So, when we get our cars on the road, when you check the VIN, the VIN has my name on it. So that's what it is. So that's where We're gonna stay,
Yeah.
as we say it goes, we're gonna stay in our own lane.
Right.
Right, right.
All right. Well,
So,
I'll
So
find out what's the best time for her tomorrow and get back with you.
okay,
She's
we greatly appreciate it.
she's still in her meeting.
Okay.
So I'll let you
Well,
know. I'll let everyone know, and we can meet again.
okay. Like I said, I'm available. Yeah,
appreciate
I'm on the coast, and if you guys need to call me back today, or if you want to set up the meeting tomorrow, just let me know, and I will be available.
Okay, awesome.
Mm.
And
Thank you, folks.
time, no matter what time.
Thank you.
No matter what time,
All
like I
right.
said, the most important thing is we just got to get this stuff done because we have got to get the lender over here simply because of our time frame to close on the property, and so this is a position we need to finish up as quickly as we can, because if we finish this part of it, then we don't have any other issues going forward, because it basically, how can I put this? We finish what we have to finish now. We don't have to worry about the lender. We don't have to worry about anybody because we've got the contracts in hand. We can guarantee repayment. We can guarantee the process, the company going forward to handle everything that we discussed. The vehicles will be on the road, and we don't have any other issues. And basically, we're under our own steam. And from that standpoint, that is the best position to be in. So regardless of what happens, I know God is going to provide for us to get it done. And this is an opportunity for you guys to make, not only a quick return on your funds, but also an opportunity to expand your business exponentially worldwide. Because where we go, you guys go.
Yes. Okay, awesome. I wanted to ask you, let me wait a minute. Well, this concludes our meeting for today. And I want to thank all the participants for showing up. Thank you, Mr. Rims, for just taking us on a test ride and looking
No
forward
worries.
to the real ride.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm going to turn off the recording. Stop the recording. Okay. Stop.
It's over.
Let's see how to stop the recording. Let me see.
Mine says he's muted. Is he gone?
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
Sorry.
No,
Yes.
I'm still here.
We established Black Wall
Oh,
Street
here it is.
districts around the globe in the spirit of the original Black Wall Street district of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Black Wall Street districts can be recognized as an urban area that is a thriving center of business, industry, and culture, and is a commercial strip that has 50 to 70% or more businesses owned by African Americans.
Support the Black Wall Street USA movement for the next 300 years. We established Black Wall Street districts around the globe in the spirit of Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. This movement is about God, our ancestors, and future generations. Your supporting membership will further show you are willing to perform the same ground paving efforts for generations we will never meet. Visit blackwallstreet.org/join and keep the movement moving.
Square Shopping Center.
Coming soon to ABC 10. Race and culture reporter Candace Redd takes us inside the creation of Florence Square Shopping Center, tracing the Black entrepreneurial spirit from the historic Greenwood District in Tulsa, Oklahoma, to this vibrant shopping center in South Sacramento.
We didn't call ourselves St. Mel's Black Wall Street. Other people did. That is a huge sense of pride.
Dozens of people gathered at Florence Square for an early screening of the story.
I thought it was very informative. I learned things Even at my age, I'll be 73 next week or week after next. I don't know all of the history that I should know.
It was really somewhat emotional for me because I'm a survivor of police brutality. So understanding how Tulsa, the massacres, and how that impacts us, and how that really takes away from the resources and other things, but how it didn't take away our spirit.
I think we are a microcosm of that Wall Street because there was a spirit there that grew.
Don't miss this opportunity to experience one of Sacramento's untold African American stories.
Have your attention. I'd like to make sure that your seatbelts are fastened.